Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a first look and reviewing the new A319 by LatinVFR. So let's go ahead, hop in, and see if this aircraft is good or bad. So let's start off with the cockpit here. As you can see, it is the default A320neo cockpit, which I definitely say is a pretty big con. Nothing really custom here. It's really just the default A320 cockpit, nothing too special about it. I feel like the minimum they could have done is added fly-by-wire integration with the fly-by-wire mod that allows you to upgrade your A320neo cockpit, but unfortunately that is not the case, even though a mod may come out sooner which will enable you to do that. But for the time being, it's just the default A320neo cockpit, which is pretty bad, considering you do have to pay for it. It's definitely not something you would want to, if you're not really a big fan of the default A320neo, don't go for this one. That's pretty much all there is to the cockpit. It is completely just a port over from the A320. Like, if you go up, nothing really special about it. Even like the ADRs don't work in the default A320, so you're just gonna have to deal with some losses of realism from the fly-by-wire version, or even the Phoenix version if that is what you use. So checking out the exterior model, I would say it's really nice. Texturing is done pretty well on the engines as well. Landing gear looks quite nice. There are a few issues, few nooks and crannies that don't look quite right, like this thing right here, where my cursor is. Overall though, exterior model is a major plus. Another pro for this aircraft is that it comes with an absolute ton of liveries, so that you can fly with all of your favorite airlines. Alright, so let's go ahead and check out the camera angles. See pretty much everything this aircraft has to showcase. So we've got our externals, looking pretty nice. So as I said, external model on this aircraft, very, very good. If you're someone who likes to fly from the outside, then this might be one for you. But if you are looking for a more realistic plane, you might want to consider other options. And it looks like we might potentially have a cabin here, or window views. We have quite a lot of views here, and there might be a cabin. Let's go ahead and check that out. So let's head into the cockpit and see if we can open the door. See if that's going to be functional or not. This definitely doesn't look like an A320 door, but we can go right through it. We have the flight attendants, and we do have a cockpit. Now it does, I'll have to say, the people look kind of creepy. I think it would have been a lot better off without the people. The textures are alright, definitely not that good compared to the PMDG 737 or Phoenix A320. Cockpit, the cabin, it is okay. It's definitely mid-range. Most aircraft don't really include a cabin, so it's nice to see one that's even like available here. But yeah, if you do like cabins in your aircraft, it might be a decent choice. So now that we've done all of the testing here on the ground, it's time to see how this aircraft flies and the sounds. So we're gonna go ahead, I'm gonna stop talking so that on this takeoff roll you can really hear what this plane sounds like. Alrighty guys, so after that pretty troublesome takeoff, you can kind of hear what the airplane sounds like. So before I talk about the sounds, I do want to say that on takeoff the flight model was pretty troublesome. I wasn't really able to get up in the air. That was probably because I didn't have my flaps extended to where they needed to be, but still pretty bad performance on the runway. It's not really what I expected from a pretty nimble plane. The plane itself, not bad. It seems pretty much just like they ported over the default A320 flight model. It doesn't really feel anything different in that regards. I'm not sure if the flight model has been changed or anything, because it definitely does not feel like you're flying a smaller aircraft. So that's going to be another con for me. But anyways, moving on to the sounds. The sounds, they're okay. It seems to be a lot louder on the outside and pretty quiet on the inside, but I personally haven't heard. I've flown in an A319 before, and while I don't really remember it sounding like this. I guess it's what the old CFM engines used to sound like, but it definitely sounds more like ringing than an engine, which I'm sure is heard on spool up, but I'm not sure if that's what's being heard for the entire flight. So sounds are pretty iffy. They can go, if you like them, it can vary between a pro and a con, but I'm probably not the biggest fan of the sounds. So, after going through everything this aircraft has to offer, do I think it is worth it? Would I recommend it to you? And at least my answer is going to be no. While it does have some good aspects like a decent exterior model and a lot of liveries, you have to keep in mind that this is not freeware and that you're pretty much paying for a reskinned Airbus A320 default in the flight simulator. And just because of that reason, most of it is just ported over from the default one. Because of that reason, I am unfortunately unable to recommend this aircraft to you guys. So, if you agree with my rating, let me know in the comments, and if you disagree, also let me know, so that maybe I can reconsider your opinion. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. And try to give me some more ideas in the comments of planes you want me to review, or just new things to do in the flight simulator. Thanks for watching, guys. See you later. Bye.